I'm just gonna be. I feel like I need to start by sketching a little.
Okay. We're live today, and we're going to build several postcard generators. Postcards are typically 4 by 6 inches, and so we want to use p5js over here to generate sort of like cool artsy shapes.
So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more
Yeah.
for this one. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
If you put into search engines generative art, then you'll see sort of like examples of it. They're very complex ones, like these, or even these. So some of them are 3D or pseudo 3D. And then there are the simpler ones which look something like this. So in this case, it's just like at every step, it's generating different shapes, and each shape is colored slightly differently. And so it looks like there's quite a bit of stuff going on. So from looking at some of these, it feels like I'm seeing some patterns. A lot of them use basic shapes, and just the first thing that we can do is just layer a bunch of shapes on the canvas. But there are also the more interesting, I think things become slightly more complicated and interesting once you start defining how it overlay or how it generate. And so if it's generating squares by going around a circle, then I think typically that then looks slightly more interesting. In this case, yeah. In this case, it's drawing lines around a circle. Or that also looks really cool.
Yeah. Oh wait, scroll up. The blending of colors, mouse down. The one below. Right
This
there.
one?
Heck yeah, that's my type of art. I don't know how they do that.
It feels like brushstroke.
No, maybe you have to simulate a brush stroke. Don't know.
Yeah, so I think we're going to try to stay in 2D today,
You want
right?
to click on that? Go down. Blue.
This one?
Yeah. I also like this one.
We could, in theory, have it draw brushstrokes, and the brushstroke is just a PNG. Or SVG that's colored differently, maybe. Whoa.
That's a bit crazy.
And yeah. So it seems like we could play with a lot of things. We could play with shapes, color, gradient, overlapped shapes.
Yeah, a good place maybe to start is just let's pick a shape on P5 and let's see if what we can do just using that one shape. Like push it, and circles might be fun. Also, it might be good. Do you have the link to my sketch yesterday? Because it has some stuff that we probably want. Yeah. Let's throw that onto the screen for a minute. And so the bits that we want is the width and height. We can like copy that over to our sketch. So this is a weird thing that I made yesterday. And then, so you want the, and then go back to the setup on this one. So the first 2 lines, take those first 2 lines of the setup. Yeah, those. We want that. So that'll just make a white canvas, and then it'll make it of the width and height. We can delete that. And then in the draw loop, delete the background that it's creating. So if we play this right now, we should just have like a white square, which it's a little hard to see, but I think we do. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Oh yeah, I never even played, like it could look, oh no, oh wait, can we go back to the one from yesterday really quick? Can you do that color for the background? So 50, right? Because I think it's gonna make the lines pop. Yeah, we want the dark. Oh yes, it pops so much. Okay, but anyways, we'll come back to this. This is we don't need this right now. I should have thought about that. Okay, anyways, circles. So maybe I know we're gonna be referencing the P5 documentation a lot, so maybe in a new tab we can pop that open and then reference. Yeah, so we'll be referencing this a ton. Search for circle. Oh, ellipse. Actually, oh wait, okay, they have a circle, they also have an ellipse. Probably the circle. So that's what we wanted. X, Y, and radius, I'll assume? Distance? Yep. Okay, diameter. Okay. So we can start by just throwing a circle on. And so the draw loop runs there we go. The draw loop runs like once per or like 30 times per second.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, what's happening, you can't see it, but it's layering a bunch of circles on top of each other.
Mm.
And so you could just throw it in the setup. Like, yes, for the other sketch that I did, I didn't even touch the draw function. I just put everything in the setup. Because the draw one would look cool for like motion generative art, but we have to print static, so it'll likely be that we'll just do everything in setup.
Sounds good.
So now, yeah, so you run this, and now it's just one circle on the screen. I had this idea of like starting with a very small circle in the center of the screen,
mm-hmm.
and then color for that, and then another circle slightly bigger, a color for that, and like and the color would be nearly the same, maybe slightly different, and then just keep on doing that, keep on growing to the end of the screen, so you just have like this like slowly changing like circle of color that spreads out.
Mm-hmm.
That might be an interesting one to try first.
Yeah.
So I think the first thing is we know that we want the first circle to be at like the center of the screen, which is going to be x and y or x is width divided by 2.
Do we want to define that within setup or outside?
Everything set up. Like for the circle that you already have, we can just center it first. So you can just for the x coordinate. Oh yeah, you can do it like that too. Oh yes. It's width divided by 2. I'm gonna pass that in. Y and x.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And so I know there's going to be a for loop because we need to keep on looping and drawing like slightly bigger circles.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, maybe I think you're on the right track. Maybe wrap that entire thing in a for loop. And so for the inside of that, the round bracket part, it's going to be like var I equals 0. So it's going to start at 0, and then colon I is less than something, and we can just throw in a number. We can just say like while I is less than 50, yep, and then I plus plus is the last one, just saying increment I each time. So it's gonna run this loop inside 50 times. And then the thing that we want to do as well is we want to change the distance based on the I.
Yeah.
So maybe we can set the distance to like I times 2 or something like that of the circle. With distance being the third argument.
Diameter.
Yeah, diameter. So like I times like 2 or something, I don't know. We can play around with that and see what happens. So it's going to create a bunch.
But it's going to stay in the same position.
Yeah, so, and actually the thing is we actually can't see the other circles because it's drawing one on top of the other. So we can remove the fill so that the circles are just clear in the center. I think the function is called no fill, and we can put that at the very, very top because we're going to want this to be true for everything.
Top here.
After
outside.
line 8. Yeah. So just no and then fill with F being capital, and it's a function.
Like that?
Function, so put the round brackets after. Yep. We'll see it. Alright, that happens. Oh yeah, because so all the black that you're seeing is actually like the edges of the circles. There's a bunch of them and they're so close. So maybe what we can do, we can space them out more so we can see them, just for now. Yeah, so there are a bunch of circles being drawn. So, let's see. So we have some circles, and maybe we can leave it at that distance for now, and then we can squish it if we want later. But maybe for now, why don't we set the strokes for each of the circles to the same color, and then we can play around with varying the color. So I think outside of the for loop again, let's create R, G, and B variables, and we're going to assign them some color. And you can throw any number. No, okay, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Between 0 and 255 at least. So this is going to be very dark, the colors that you're picking. And then you need to put var in front of each of them.
And how do you define the stroke?
So just stroke, and then you pass in the color that you want. So it can be stroke, and then you can pass in RGB, and you want to do it before you may be outside of the for loop for now, because we're just gonna have all the circles be the same color, and then we'll play around with varying the color. RGB, yeah. And then you also want to do something. Actually, you don't have to do anything else. I think if you run this, it should be fine. Cool. So they're that color that you picked, which is like kind of hurting my eye for some reason. Cool. Whoa, this is actually just messing with my eye, no matter what color you pick.
I think it's because of the circles too.
Yeah, it's an optical illusion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, is this a good piece of art to be making?
I think if we change the XY coordinate for each one of them, it will stop that.
We'll play around with it. 10 for now. You can do something where you use I to like change the X a little or something. This is art, don't matter. So this is gonna move them all slightly to the right each time. And if you add here, then it will move them diagonally down towards the bottom. That's cool.
That's 3D.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I think they're going downwards too, but you just can't really tell a little bit.
Yeah, because it's only multiplying by 2.
So if you increase that, it's going to be pretty diagonal, yeah. It's like a cone.
Yeah.
That's cool. We can off this cone idea, we can still do the color variation on each circle, and it could be cool. And maybe go, what for depth perspective, do you want to go dark to light? Light to dark? Probably dark to light, right?
Let's try it out. I'm not completely sure.
Okay, so let's go dark to light then. So then the RGB code, we want to move the stroke part inside of the for loop, because on each loop we want to change the stroke color. We know for sure it needs to be in there, and it needs to be before we draw the circle. Otherwise that circle won't get the color.
So just
don't change it there. So what I'm thinking is on each loop, maybe we can start with a dark color. So if we change the RGB on 10 through 12 to like kind of like 50 or something, and then on each loop we can like increase RG and B by like 5. So it's slowly getting lighter and lighter, and we set the color and then draw the circle. So maybe right before this line you can write like a little, like a thing that adds like 5 to R, the variable R, plus yeah, you can do that, I guess. Yeah, or actually wait, that might break. Do like R plus equal, yeah, that thing, and then 5, and then do it for the other 3 or 4, something like that.
maybe something more dramatic for now.
Yeah, I guess we can increase the number, 15, 35. Okay. So the one thing is that since we're so close to 255, it quickly becomes white. So if you start on lines 10, 11, 12, if you start RG and B at a lower number, you'll see more like variance, I think. Okay, so there's like dark to light right there. And now if you want it to because like if you do plus 65, because 255 is white, and I think after 255 it just is white. It'll just default to white. So plus 65 will like get it to white in like 3 or 4 loops. What you could also do is you could iterate just on one of the colors. So comment out like R, G, or comment out 2 of those, and you'll just iterate on the blue, and so you'll get like a kind of transition to blue, I think. Yeah. Oh, and the other thing that might be cool is you can also not do 15 on each of them. You can do less on some of them. You can do like R add 7 each time, G 10, and B 15 or something like that. Then you just get like it would definitely be stronger blue over time. Right now it should be stronger green. Yeah. That's kind of cool. It looks like the Death Star. Like the start of the Death Star. Whoa.
Too far away.
You could also, I just realized, so the initial X and Y, if we're gonna try this, maybe you want to set the initial X and Y to 0 on 17 and 18. Because you're starting it from the middle of the canvas, so you could start it from the top left of the canvas if you want. Or, oh yeah, so that's basically 0. So it's starting from the corner now. Oh, the 50. The 50 is huge.
Oh.
Whoa.
That looks weird.
It's starting to get trippy.
Yeah. And
see, the thing is, after we're done with this, all of these places where we're messing around with numbers, we'll just put a variable at the top, and you can just like, yeah, we don't have sliders, unfortunately, but it's still cool. It does kind of, nice. That's a funnel if I've ever seen one. green, blue, and white.
Yeah.
Plus 25, it'll very quickly, because I'm just like 25 times 50 loops puts you at 1,000. So like within a few loops, it'll have reached like the max red that it can apply, which is I think what we're actually seeing right here. Around the fifth loop or so, it's reached like pretty red.
Mm. Does that look better, or does?
Oh, you went light to dark.
Yeah.
Nice.
It looks like the cone's inside out now, or outside in.
Oh, I see it. It took like
Yeah.
I had to like flip it in my eyes,
Yeah.
and now I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, it's cool. It's a fun little concept. We can push this as far as we want, or we can come back to it in like a little bit and just try an idea from scratch, because these don't take that long.
Yeah. So
Yeah, as long as we name it something so we can quickly reference it. If we want to like pull like an idea from this sketch or build off it because we figured something else, we can do so.
circular tunnel.
Sounds good.
New one.
New one. There was triangles too, which remember one time we made that purple rain? I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
This one, maybe we should make one canvas that has these as defaults and just save it so we can copy it. So we need the width and height, and then the setup, 2 lines of setup code. Delete draw. Oh, there's actually one last thing we want. I leave the function draw because I think it breaks for some reason if you delete that function. You can just leave it blank though. The one other last bit that we want from that other one is the save part. So if we go back to the other canvas, it's at the very, very bottom. Should be like, I think save some. Yeah, key press that. We want the whole function. And this is just that bit where you press S and it'll save an image to your computer. So this can be our like little like default one. Template.
Can we duplicate this?
Yep. Go, I think file. Oh, what? No. Edit. There was a duplicate. Oh, I think it's... That was a duplicate. I did this yesterday. You want to save? Command S. Okay, now try to duplicate. File. Yeah, there it is. Okay, it just wasn't saved. Okay, so this is a, yeah. Name this whatever we want. We can just go for it. Line or curve, I think would be interesting. Lines, I just feel like, I don't know. I'm into lines right now.
Let's do it.
Go to the P5 documentation again. Shapes, 2D primitives, it's going to be in there. Line. Point. Line. So it's just, I think it's just XY of the one end and then XY of the other end. That's it. Four arguments. And then, yeah, stroke color is kind of the same deal. Var I, yeah. Colon. Less than whatever. plus plus. Increment each time.
And so we probably want another x.
There's like a lot of things you could do with this. I'm not like you can try whatever you're thinking.
This is x, y, x, y.
Yeah. And so right now it's gonna loop over and draw 50 at the exact same coordinates. You could do something where you do manipulate by I again, just so that it's not always overlapping. Like I think if you increase like the x for x1 and x2 by like the same amount, then it'll just keep on drawing lines in a row. Slightly offset. I cannot understand. X1. Oh, so if you do that, actually, I think if you zoom in, there are gonna be like a bunch of like small little, like there's a bunch of lines. You can tell there's more than one.
So if we do something like times 10, yeah. And I think if we
and very quickly you just start to get some interesting patterns. So you're moving so they all have the exact same endpoint right now. And so they kind of make that cone on the bottom right. Okay, so now if you do this, it's gonna get crazy. Oh, not as crazy as I thought it would. I thought it would get very crazy. Oh. Start adding and subtracting and multiplying by different amounts, and then it'll be crazy.
And then we want to do our...
Oh, color, yeah. Alright, we got some color. If you notice, do you see how the first line is black?
Yeah.
It's because for the first line, it draws it before the stroke has been set. And if we rerun this, that first black line should be gone, yeah. So now they're all the same color. Okay, so now that should slowly, it might be too subtle to see, but this will increase the brightness over time. Yeah, it's cool.
I think we probably want even more variation within, right?
Sorry?
Like we probably want more variation between the coordinates, so we want it to sort of like be more expressive.
Now the big challenge is to capture expressiveness in code.
I think if we do either dark.
That's actually kind of cool. The effect on the bottom right of the image is kind of cool, where there's like crossovers of lines.
Like over here.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, what? What'd you do?
I changed this, the last one.
Oh, shit. That's crazy. Whoa.
So it's actually not that hard to create the pseudo 3D effect.
You added on every other, except for the Y2, which you've subtracted.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the curve too.
Yeah. So it increments just enough that it creates a curve, I think.
That's weird.
I think now we probably want to move the entire thing over so we see slightly more of it.
Yeah, so X1, Y1, you could maybe set to negatives if you want. So that it kind of just shifts everything. Oh wait, actually you would want to shift X2 and Y. You would want to shift everything to the left. If it was just simply to move it over, it would do that. Like those would -50, so then you go negative, or you'd go like 270 for the exact same effect, but shifted. Oh, it's shifted.
But not as much.
Oh wait, you shifted. Oh wait, don't shift in the Y. I just realized because it also went up because, yeah. So that was kind of like shifting it over a little.
$50 maybe?
It's weirdly interesting. I don't know.
I think if the color changes slightly more, so instead of ads, maybe bye-bye.
Oh shit. Now the blue. Blue's nice. You can try it.
But then we'll kind of need to start it in a different place.
Okay. So now there's 2 loops. You're not using A for anything yet, so that's why we're not seeing anything on the screen. What might be interesting is if you start throwing A into it like 50 times, each time A, the A will never be 2 because you have A less than 2. So each time A increments, it'll run I 0 to 50 or 49.
How did that?
Cross something interesting like this. What might be interesting is if you draw 2 lines per.
I think it's the Y position changes.
You could remove that initial black line, probably the first, I would assume.
So because for
okay, that's weird. Okay, so I moved it up. All right, so I think.
And then I think we want.
It's so subtle the difference that.
Resets RGB to 0 or make it go backward.
So then when you're updating our function that checks what the values are and like. So.
I think we wrote one.
It should
the
be.
Paris.
It should be. I think we could write it again.
Okay.
Give it a try, anyways. Is
greater or equal.
It might just mean now in the stroke below you might want to multiply, right? Would flip everything. So it'll flip it negative. What you really want to do is, or what -1 is right here on the I times 10 times A times -1. Because when you multiply the R right there times -1, greater, you'll get something greater than 255 that's negative.
Mm-hmm.
So you can, when the value is going up and you multiply by like flip exactly what it's been doing right here, but A times -1, which flips the entire. Also, I just realized the value of R is actually never changing. Do you see? Yeah. You can try, you could rip it out and try like something else for the colors.
So it would just be.
Yeah, that should be perfectly fine.
I think it's still going up.
Yeah, because I could imagine that there's gonna be like, it's gonna just hit the highest number possible. It'll subtract 1,000 from B, which is like the
White.
something new, and then you do that maybe 3 times, and it's gonna be maybe actually more like 8, 10, or something like that. Really?
Yeah.
File open? That's the one we're on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one we're on. Nice.
So if we can get something really close to and then going down. Hello.
Yeah, that I'd like to try.
Yeah. We're using p5js and building a
Gaming?
this one.
P5 editor?
I'm not closing this. The copy shows up. We're going to be at a holiday fair. There's a few postcards and see if people like it, because some of the more generative art type of work over. That's why we're now building, like, we're trying. I like both when they're spread out and.
Not this version, though. At the top, make it like 0.3. There's some smoothness. Because it's barely changing. That's the comment wiggly line.
Increase the darkness of the lines.
We are between 150 and 255, you see. So you can change that to it should be very dark. Something that might be fun, I don't really know.
Do you want to try?
Okay, I think I'm ready to give it.
Bitches. Oh, I should save this.
So I'm going to create the grid. This equals and then for now, there we go. That makes way more sense. 255, so we can see the points better. There we go. Okay. Oops. Oh yeah, there we go. Wait. To instead it's been given. I think. Perhaps not. And if it works, then let's see. Yeah, there we go. So like the point row columns of points, 10 rows of points, and it fits perfectly. So that's all I wanted. I want to subdivide them. Let me 20. We should see that the amount of point again. 10's fine. Okay, so then right there. That's weird. Randomly sized rectangles, and then assign those colors. Maybe I'll increase the color of the rectangles are consistent, not really consistent gradient going all the way across. How to do that, I'm not quite sure. Let's see, we need a rectangle. Yes, we definitely. The alternative is a quad. This might be good. Yeah, I could just pass in the 4 points that I want to use. 4 points for now because I think it will be useful. Okay, so right now we're just looping through, we're drawing a point at each spot, but really we need to save this information because we kind of need to know. Points grid, so all of the points equal push console.log this new, where each item in the list is what's referencing this point right here, and so on and so forth. How? Not quite sure. Used points dot push. If I log that, 1 has the coordinates. If you can check the used points array, and if it ever says false anymore up here, I don't know how. Let's see. Okay, so now we need to start creating rectangle 1 to start because it'll help us get an intuition. Let's see. Let's not do it like that because that's gonna get messy. Let's define all. Oh, actually, you know what? How I should have done this? 0.2, 0.3 is like an x and a y coordinate for a point. So 12, okay. And then we'll create the quad. 0.2's, 3's y coordinate. 4's y coordinate. Alright, so that. Oh, 0.42, or this is this one. 0.3 is 11 right here, and whoa, this cross thing looks kind of cool. It's like randomly choose I have those like images or objects that we just saw. So right on, or 4 right on, 5 on top of a random function. So I know this exists somewhere between. Yep, so we just copy this. Oh wait, is there a function version? From interval where you pass in the minimum number that you're looking for and the maximum number. So every single time. What we'll really do is say we're gonna get, so we can get it, var length dot length. A random one. Oh my goodness, it's already working. Here, that looks cool. I don't think so. Lines This is kind of weird. I don't really know if it looks. But we're definitely. Oh yeah. Okay. No, I don't think so. But not a fan of full randomness, like based off the fixed point. Stuck here, they all have to be here, but then the rest is.
What if you...
Oh, oops. -1. This is fun. But did like that. Yeah, it felt more like legit like this. Maybe what we really want to do is change the fill in, and there's opacity, I hope. So we have, so let's set the fill. Random and B. Put some opacity on that. Ooh, nice. Don't you just like how the fill is showing so... Doesn't like something. That's kind of fun. The square thing I was thinking of would look cooler. Much cooler. Sometimes the colors are okay. Try this, I just can't figure out how to do it. The line doesn't go all the way across, which I think will look cool. But maybe this one will. Oh, wonderful. This is to access like a position in the, because while it's a list of numbers right here, it's like a single list of like points. The points are actually like just this, I times with the grid plus j. Save it at least for now. Actually, yeah, we do want to open. We want to open poster generator. You started something with trying. Oh wait, do you want to go back to the one you were starting with the x1, x2, let's see, or points? Yes. Oh, okay, so it would be like. Exist because the triangles are making the circle. Okay, there's the circle. Triangles is going to be harder. The directly.
Plus 30 to begin with.
Where its x is, and we also need to know its diameter. And we right in the middle. And we also know its diameter, which is 50. And you'll reach the end of the circle, right? You can subtract that in. Now, if you want to find out what that end is, you have to. Yeah, so you basically, if you want to find the length, you have to figure out the angle, and then you can maybe create a triangle there. But the triangle would also have to be angled. Yeah, you definitely need to know the angle. Like length equals cosine theta times. Yo, thanks for the dono.
This is our first donation ever set up.
Oh yeah.
We do have this.
Let's see, actually. Grid color. What's that? Open.
Triangle.
Get random arbitrary x2, x0, x. And then let's do the same for y. Yo. Alright. I'm trying here. There's something else. Oh.
How do you get the intersection?
Yeah, I guess we're kind of close to the thing I was trying to do. And be found by whatever the x. Actually, wait, I think I might. You need the x and y coordinate for this and the x and y coordinate. Or I need to at least save it. So var y lines. Yeah, so here's where we're creating, and this is where we create the horizontal. Store the x, which we call h, brilliantly. X lines, console.log x lines. Well, in this case, that looks fine to me. It's just a series of numbers. We want to, let's say we want to pick, let's say we're randomly sampling and we pick this one, then if we have that point and that point. So we need to get that. So first y, and we actually need to do that random integer thing. Get a JavaScript random exact.
Stack Overflow.
Yeah, this one gives decimals, this one doesn't. And that's why I sort of need, okay. So here we're gonna need equals get random int from interval. So this will randomly select one of y lines dot length minus one. So actual coordinate for that. So var x. So it'll get the coordinate for it. So it'll get the random y. And then we also want this box. We want, so we have this. We also want the for 2 1 line. Okay, so now we have everything we need to do to make. All right. No, that's not what we want. Oh, I think he's still. So what I should probably do is log these to see like what is happening. Oh, I think I know. I think I assumed that this was something when it's actually not this. I think this is like the width of something and the height. Yeah, okay. That was not, this is not how this function works. Let's do a quad. So quad takes 4 arguments. Oh yeah, look at that. I think it's right. Oh no, wait, not really. It went too far on the y.
Quad needs 4 xy coordinates.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh, oh no. Copy, save. I think this is about to reload. Project saved, okay.
Click the X.
What's happening? So it's drawing a line from like 2 points. Is it what we wanted? Not quite. Maybe I'm selecting the wrong chords. Yeah, I want to get like. Oh wait, am I logging these? Let me see. Okay, let's see.
Claude was expecting 8 arguments.
This is not working. Oh, I know why. These are not sorted. Okay, let me figure out how to sort. JavaScript sort array. Oh, that's ridiculously easy. Dot sort method sorts by alphabetic or by numeric. All right, easy. So all I need to do is, before I use these, oh, nice, nice. Okay. Whoa, okay. Because the numbers were all random in the list. They weren't in like order, and I was assuming they were in order. There we go. Did you see that? Look at that. That's one box. Okay, so now we want to make a quad that fits that box. So okay, so the quad requires all 4 coordinates. So the first coordinate is fine. Now we want to get let's get this one. This one is x chord 2 and y chord 1. The next one is x chord, let's copy that. Bam, bam. So x chord 1, y chord 2, x chord 2, y chord 2. There we go. So there's, okay, I put it in the wrong order. Oh, I know. X chord 2. Yeah, this is crazy. X chord 2, X chord 1, Y chord 1. There we go. Nice little rectangle. Really? It's crossing so many lines. That's not what I expected.
Oh.
Did I lose it? Oh, I still have it. Oh my god. I think it's working. No, it doesn't work sometimes. Sometimes it works. Look at that. That worked. It's inside. It's where it's supposed to be. It's chilling in its box. Whoa. Wait. Is it always working? Oh, there it is. It's always working. No. Sometimes it doesn't work. Right here it didn't work. How come? No clue. Yeah, how come that one's not doing as expected? $4.90. Oh wait, these are not sorted. Oh, oops. Let's see. Let's log this. Are these numbers sorted? They need to be sorted. That's why. These numbers are not sorted as expected. Oh wait, 4, 7, 53, 50. What? That's not in order. Oh, 74, 53, 50, 47, 40, 35. Something's off. 35 and then it goes to 272. 268. Okay, these are not in order at all. Okay. Oh, this is what you need to do. I didn't even, okay. So we just need to do x lines dot sort, y lines dot sort. So x lines, y lines. Okay, okay. I believe this will work now. Oh my goodness. Oh, most definitely. Yes. We're putting a random box. Okay, so now the next thing to do is make multiple of these. So we sorted, and then this is the part that creates the unique thing. So we need to loop over this. For loop, oh, what am I saying? For var L equals 0. L is less than 5 for now. L plus plus. We're making the Picasso. Actually, wait, why? I should name it the Picasso. The computer Picasso. Okay. Alright, this might just straight up just work. No. Okay.
L is an end function with it.
That's fine, I don't really need it. Oh, oops. Ah, look at this little funny line. The one that actually draws the stuff is not in here. Nice, okay. That's funny. Whoa, stuff is happening and I'm... Wait, why is it just going on its own? Look, hands off, hands off. It's going. Alright, there's some Picasso like stuff happening. Oh, what's up with this line right here? It doesn't... Let's get that out. There. What? It's so broken. Are you seeing this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's fine.
Expensive, but...
Okay, so it's fine. Let's not worry about it. Okay, so now we want to do some color stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, wait. Why am I doing it? I can... Oh my gosh, I can do the thing I wanted to do. But not exactly. But that's fine. Okay, let's just do the thing I was going to do. So... I'll loop through all of these. Wait, what? Actually, okay. Let's increase this to like 20. All right, that's getting funky. Let's do random colors now for everything. Let R equal random int from interval 150 to 255. Nice bright colors, vibrant colors. RGB. And then let's get that fill. Fill RGB. Oh, so beautiful. All right, I'm done. Nothing else to do. Up this to 50, eh? Wow. We can also remove the black lines that are getting drawn so you don't see how it's being made. Oh wait, actually, right. Yeah, we just need to comment out the ones. Oh, no. We just need to comment out the line that makes a line. There we go. Oh. weird enough for you? Kind of weird. It's cool. Alright, I think this idea is like somewhere. We can at least save it and come back. Oh wait, oops, we don't want a new canvas, we want... Wait, what? Why is this... Uh-oh. Don't you... Oh, Picasso. Okay. Ooh. People are probably gonna get pissed. This is definitely not Picasso. Alright, so here's another blank canvas. Go for it. Switcheroo. Which cup is yours?
The one that was juice.
Okay. What's the person's name? Radar what? HX?
HC.
Z? Sure. Let me see what his person is.
Matt, do you want to look more?
Let me take a break.
Okay.